In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Today, May the 23rd, Saturday, I welcome everyone to this Eucharistic celebration. Let us raise before God all our prayers and intentions, and especially today we pray for the repose of the soul of Maddalena Malfara. Let us acknowledge our sins and our failures and ask God's mercy and forgiveness. You were sent to heal the contrite of heart. Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
You came to call sinners. Christ, have mercy.
Christ, have mercy.
You are seated at the right hand of the Father to intercede for us. Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
May Almighty God have mercy on us, forgive us our sins, and bring us to everlasting life.
Amen.
Let us pray. Constantly shape our minds, we pray, O Lord, by the practice of good works, that trying always for what is better, we may strive to hold ever fast to the Paschal mystery. Through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever.
Amen. A reading from the Acts of the Apostles. After spending some time in Antioch, Paul departed and went from place to place to the region of Galilee and Phrygia, strengthening all the disciples. Now there came to Ephesus a Jew named Apollos, a native of Alexandria. He was an eloquent man, well versed in the scriptures. He had been instructed in the way of the Lord, and he spoke with a burning enthusiasm and taught accurately the things concerning Jesus, though he knew only the baptism of John. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue, but while Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they took him aside and explained the way of God to him more accurately. And when he wished to cross over to Achaia, the believers encouraged him and wrote to the disciples to welcome him. On his arrival, Paul greatly helped those who, through grace, had become believers, for he powerfully refuted the Jews in public, showing by the scriptures that the Messiah is Jesus. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
God is King of all the earth. God is King of all the earth. Clap your hands, all you people. Shout to God with the loud sounds of joy. For the Lord, the Most High, is awesome, a great King over all the earth. God is King of all the earth. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing praise with a song. God is King over the nations. God sits on his holy throne. God is King of all the earth. The princes of the people gather as the people of the God of Abraham. For the shield of the earth belonged to God. He is highly exalted. God is King of all the earth.
Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
I went from the Father and came to the world. I now leave the world to return to the Father.
Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, O Lord.
When Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart from this world and go to the Father, he said to the disciples, "Very truly I tell you, If you ask anything of the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask, and you will receive, so that your joy may be complete. I have said these things to you in figures of speech. The hour is coming when I will no longer speak to you in figures, but will tell you plainly of the Father. On that day you will ask in my name. I do not say to you that I will ask the Father on your behalf, for the Father himself loves you, because you have loved me, and have believed that I came from the Father. I came from the Father and have come into the world. Again, I am leaving the world and going to the Father. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, O Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear brothers and sisters, today I would like to draw your attention more into the first reading today. Paul traveled through the Galatian country and Phrygia. Whenever the book of Acts start listing different places like Phrygia or Achaia, even the most stalwart among us have probably jumped to the next verse. It may not be very interesting to hear all these place names. But have you ever thought about taking a moment to research a city, person, or historical context? Doing so not only uncovers greater richness inside the passage, but it also allows you to understand more of what God may be saying to you. If you search the internet for a map of Paul's missionary journeys, for example, you might notice that his journey from Antioch through Galatia and Phrygia took him farther and farther into pagan territory. Based on that, you might find his missionary zeal inspiring. Many of us might have heard about the footsteps of St. Paul, and we all wish to travel those places with St. Paul, his inspiring talks and reflection and life. By digging into Paul's contemporary Apollos and his native city of Alexandria, you might learn that Alexandria had a library of more than 500,000 scrolls. That could lead you to conclude that Apollos had probably received an excellent education. Today's reading indicates that his education in the way of the Lord was not finished until Apollos humbled himself to learn about Christian baptism from Priscilla and Aquila, simple tent makers. And this could remind you that God speaks and works through ordinary people, sometimes people from different backgrounds than yours. And we can easily relate this thing in our parish. We have people from different backgrounds, different cultures, different countries. It all contributes a lot to our faith. If you didn't remember how Priscilla and Aquila fit into Acts, you could look them up and discover that Paul met this couple in Corinth, the capital of Achaia. You might make the connection that Apollos wanted to preach next in Achaia, the very region where his teachers came from. How convenient that Priscilla and Aquila and Paul could send letters of introduction for him. What a reminder that God uses our relationships within the body of Christ to advance his work and our well-being. With a simple Bible dictionary, concordance, or the internet, we can see more clearly who God is and how he has worked in people's lives throughout history. We can come to know Christ, the living Word, through the Holy Scripture. And today let us spend a little time to reflect about the journey of St. Paul, how he traveled with the missionary zeal, proclaiming Jesus everywhere. God bless you. Gracious God, eternal Father, we entrust ourselves, our families, our parish community, and all those who are participating in this Mass virtually into your hands. We pray for your wisdom and guidance to follow the ways of God and bear witness to the gospel. We pray to the Lord.
Lord, hear our prayers.
We pray for the church and all its leaders. May the guidance of the Holy Spirit enlighten everyone to proclaim Jesus everywhere. We pray to the Lord.
Lord, hear our prayers.
We pray for the whole world, especially those affected by the pandemic, those who are suffering, those who are sick. We pray for all the frontline workers for courage and wisdom. We pray for all the doctors, nurses, hospital staff, and all those who are extending their hands to help others. We pray to the Lord.
Lord, hear our prayers.
We pray for all those who have gone before us, our dear and near ones, and all those anniversaries we are remembering these days. We pray to the Lord.
Lord, hear our prayers.
We pray for all our personal intentions and prayers before God our Father. We pray to the Lord.
Lord, hear our prayers.
Let us pray through the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for through your goodness we have received the bread we offer you, fruit of the earth and work of human hands. It will become for us the bread of life.
Blessed be God forever.
Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for through your goodness we have received the wine we offer you, fruit of the vine and work of human hands. It will become our spiritual drink.
Blessed be God forever.
With the Holy Spirit. Wash me over from my iniquity and cleanse me away from my sins. Pray, my dear sisters and brothers, that my sacrifice and yours may be acceptable to God, the Almighty Father.
May the Lord accept the sacrifice in your hands,
for the praise and glory of his name, for our good and the good of all his holy church. Graciously sanctify these gifts, O Lord, we pray, and accepting the oblation of this spiritual sacrifice, make of us an eternal offering to you, through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Lift up your hearts.
We lift them up to the Lord.
Let us give thanks to the Lord our God.
It is right and just.
It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and at all times to acclaim you, O Lord, but in this time, above all to laud you yet more gloriously, when Christ our Passover has been sacrificed. For with the old order destroyed, a universe cast down is renewed, and integrity of life is restored to us in Christ. Therefore, overcome with paschal joy, every land, every people excels in your praise, and even the heavenly powers with the angelic host sing together the unending hymn of your glory as they acclaim. Holy, holy, holy Lord, God of hosts, heaven and earth are full of your glory. Hosanna in the highest. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. You are indeed holy, O Lord, the fount of all holiness. Make holy, therefore, these gifts we pray, by sending down your Spirit upon them like the dewfall, so that they may become for us the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. At the time he was betrayed and entered willingly into his passion, he took bread and giving thanks, broke it, and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take this, all of you, and eat of it, for this is my body, which will be given up for you." In a similar way, when supper was ended, he took the chalice and once more giving thanks, he gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take this, all of you, and drink from it. For this is the chalice of my blood, the blood of the new and eternal covenant, which will be poured out for you and for many for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in memory of me." The mystery of faith. When we eat this bread and drink this cup, we proclaim your death, O Lord, until you come again. Therefore, as we celebrate the memorial of his death and resurrection, we offer you, Lord, the bread of life and the chalice of salvation, giving thanks that you have held us worthy to be in your presence and minister to you. Humbly, we pray that partaking of the body and blood of Christ, we may be gathered into one by the Holy Spirit. Remember, Lord, your church spread throughout the world, and bring her to the fullness of charity, together with Francis, our Pope, Thomas, our Cardinal, and all the faithful. Remember also our brothers and sisters who have fallen asleep in the hope of the resurrection, and all who have died in your mercy. Welcome them into the light of your face. Have mercy on us all, we pray, that with the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, with the Blessed Joseph, her spouse, with the blessed apostles, Saint Martin and all the saints, who have pleased you throughout the ages, we may merit to be co-heirs to eternal life, and may praise and glorify you through your Son, Jesus Christ. Through him, and with him, and in him, O God, Almighty Father, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, all glory and honor is yours, forever and ever.
Amen.
At the Saviour's command and formed by divine teaching, we dare to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us, Lord, we pray, from every evil. Graciously grant peace in our days, that by the help of your mercy, we may be always free from sin and safe from all distress, as we await the blessed hope and the coming of our Savior, Jesus Christ. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Lord Jesus Christ, who said to your apostles, Peace I leave you, my peace I give you. Look not on our sins, but on the faith of your church, and graciously grant her peace and unity in accordance with your will, who live and reign forever and ever.
Amen.
The peace of the Lord be with you always.
With your spirit, let us offer each other the sign of peace.
Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Grant us peace. Behold the Lamb of God. Behold him who takes away the sins of the world. Blessed are those called to the supper of the Lamb. Lord, I am not worthy that you should enter into my roof, but only say the words, and my soul shall be healed. May the body and blood of Christ bring us to everlasting life.
Amen.
Prayer for a spiritual communion. My Jesus, I believe that you are present
I believe that you are present
in the most holy sacrament.
in the most holy sacrament.
I love you above all things,
I love you above all things,
and I desire to receive you into my soul.
and I desire to receive you into my soul.
Since I cannot at this moment
Since I cannot at this moment
receive you sacramentally,
receive you sacramentally,
come at least spiritually
Come at least spiritually
into my heart.
into my heart.
I embrace you
I embrace you
as if you were already there,
as if you are already there,
and unite myself wholly to you.
and unite myself wholly to you.
Never permit me
Never permit me
to be separated from you.
to be separated from you.
Amen.
Amen.
Let us pray. We have partaken of the gift of this sacred mystery, humbly imploring, O Lord, that what your Son commanded us to do in memory of him may bring us growth in charity. Through Christ our Lord.
Amen.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
May Almighty God bless us in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Go forth, the Mass is ended. Alleluia, alleluia.
Thanks be to God. Alleluia, alleluia. Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy, hear our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, who are banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning and weeping in this valley of tears. Turn then, most gracious Advocate, your eyes of mercy towards us, and after this our exile, show unto us the blessed fruit of thy womb, Jesus. O clement, O loving, O sweet Virgin Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God.
Made worthy the promise of Christ.
Stay safe and have a blessed day to everyone.